Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio. PHLV Radio.
Hello, good evening. It's Friday night. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Thank you for watching us and bearing with us. We have some technical difficulties. So normally we start at 9 p.m. in the Pacific. So if you're watching it from California or in the Pacific area, good evening to everybody. Now, if you're watching us in the Philippines, where I'm currently at, magandang tanghali sa inyong lahat. And I hope you had a wonderful lunch with your loved ones, your friends, your family, and significant other. I apologize that we're coming late because we had some technical difficulty. You know how live show goes. So especially we have a wonderful, wonderful show prepared for you today. But we have some videos that we need to show. So when we have videos, it's kind of like kind of technical. And because as you know by now, especially yung mga supporters natin at mga audiences natin here, you know, I'm currently in Manila, and then the home office of PHLV Radio is in Las Vegas, and sometimes I do my show wherever I'm at. So when we're doing live show, it's kind of really very challenging, but nonetheless, we're all here, and Happy New Year! So if you're watching us now, we are live on different podcasts, namely Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And we're also live on PHLV Radio Facebook page, as well as simultaneously airing live on PHLV YouTube channel. So if you're not a subscriber yet, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to be notified every time we are on any of the shows of PHLB Radio, just click on that notification bell. Now, if you are using Amazon Fire TV, just find PHLB Radio channel. And if you're using Alexa, just say, Alexa, play PHLB Radio. And if you have questions, comments on some of the shows, please you could log on to www.phlbradio.com. Yan. So, eto na. So, today, we have a very special show for you. At medyo maingay sa background because I think my neighbor is doing their gardening and there's so much nothing I could do about that. But bear with us. But before anything else, happy viewing. Eto, naku, dami nating first honor. Si Gilda Cooper, a friend of mine, from Carson, California. Again, those people in California, especially Southern California, I hope the fire will stop na. Nako, Lord, please send some rain. There's this grabbing wildfire going on in California. And I know some of my friends, and hopefully you guys are safe. I've been communicating with them. This is one of the worst brush fire that's happening in Southern California. Nonetheless, si Daisy Abadia is watching from Koreatown in California. Si Ernst, happy viewing sa'yo. Oh, si Cesar Ong is watching as well. Sabi ni Gilda Cooper, I'm safe and far from the fire zones. Praise the Lord. Nako, sana lahat. Si Josh Soto is watching as well. Carmi Santos Ong is watching from Quezon City. Tapos good day, Josh Andowitt, sabi ni Josh Soto, good day to you as well. And Lina Sugalan Absidi is watching. Sabi ni Arsenia, oh, si RC is watching us. Naku, RC, you will enjoy the show. Sabi niya, magandang tanghali, Philippines. Yes, so just before we start, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and hello world, basically, because depending on where you are, your location, your time zone, we are being watched. And hello and good day to our team share and team replay. So maraming salamat sa inyong lahat for always being here. So let me tell you something first. The show, there's another show that I was supposed to do, but I bumped it up because I was blessed and fortunate to be able to share with you my experience the past 2 days because a cousin-in-law of mine celebrated his 60th birthday. So normally, di ba, with the Filipino culture, when you are reaching the big 60, sabi nga your senior na, I call it student card, then you have that. Normally you have a grand celebration, and normally you have parties galore. But this particular cousin of mine, si June Ong, decided to do it differently. And I didn't know that he's been doing this for years, na stop lang during the pandemic. So what he does, and I know a lot of you, our listeners as well, you guys are doing the same thing. Maybe I think because of the pandemic, and people who are really blessed, I think this is a good way. That's why I decided to switch my show. Instead of showing what I prepared for you today, I bump it up so we could share with you this wonderful organization, this wonderful place. It's the God's home for the poor, I was told, and it's Anawim. And this is where June Ong decided to celebrate his birthday. Instead of having a big party with some friends and some business associates, what he did and what he's been doing in the past, and this is the first time really, because I'm back in Manila, so this is the first time I've seen that the way he does it, and we'll show you some videos. So instead of having a big celebration, he decided with his family, the Ong family, to have a sharing, to share their blessings, the treasures given to him and blessed him by the supreme being, the Lord, whoever you guys adore. So he decided to spend the whole day with Anawin home for the aged, or it's better known as Anawin, and it's the home for the poor. And since I got to know the director as well as the admin person, and the director is Carlos Caloy Dimson. Okay? So I was joking with him while I was talking to Caloy, parang dimsum, di ba? But it's Carlos or Caloy Dimson. And then of course the admin, and you'll see them as well. It's RC Binohi. Hopefully I didn't kill your name, or Binoi. So all this information I'll share with you. It's just amazing. So, and we'll show you the way they did it, and it broke my heart, because a lot of times, especially for Filipinos abroad, we only know things about, when we do share, we just know about kids, the unfortunate kids or the abandoned kids. It was an eye opener for me, because I was not aware that even in the Philippines, there are some abandoned elders, meaning meaning they are already, wala na silang family members, or kung meron man, and you'll hear that during the interview. But this will be all about Anawin, because I want us Filipinos abroad, and even Filipinos here in the Philippines, to be more aware and more cognizant that there is such a foundation, that there is such a place for these abandoned elders. And it breaks my heart, honestly, especially for the people, the old folks that really gave their life for the kids and for the family, and only to find out that when the time comes, that it's them that needs care, at they have nowhere to go. But luckily, we have Anawin that does that. So before we go any further, let me show you snippets first of the celebration of the 60th birthday of June Ong, that opened the gates for me, that gave me that inspired me to do this show. And then what we're gonna do some snippets of that celebration. And then one of the thing too that you would notice, compared to the other tapes that I've done, or shows that I've done, I cannot show the faces of the elders, because that's the protocol for confidentiality. So when we took the video, it's from behind, and this is just amazing show that we have for you. And don't worry, after we do the video, then we have some interview with RC as well as with Kaloy, and you'll know more about Anawin. And then we have a video presentation, and hopefully you could stick it out, especially for the Filipinos abroad, that maybe it would open your heart, because they really need some help. And then we'll cover that in the show. But for now, let's play the video of what this show is about and what started it. It's the birthday celebration of June Ong. And here we go. And basically we're taking right now, and I'm positioned at the back. And later you'll show also that the location is at Rodriguez, San Isidro Rodriguez, Rizal, and going there is really a
So sa mga visitors
challenge
po
already
natin,
as it.
kahit dito po tayo
And
mga
then there's
ma'am
this
sa gilid,
coordinator
yan, okay
there
po tayo dito.
giving the lectures, and yeah, and then of course we'll hear some speeches. So the elders are, or the seniors are just on their
Sa ating mga
way to
elderly,
the hall. There's a big hall
yan,
where they
stay
have
tayo na.
TV,
Yan.
and then they have all these
Pwede rin kayo Sir
speakers,
Sir
and
Cesar,
it
yung
was a
mga friend
lovely,
po,
lovely day
birthday
to
po
have a
ngayon.
celebration.
So
Then
kakanta po
what a
natin siya
way!
ng happy birthday.
I'm
Okay
so
lang?
blessed, and
So
to
sabayan niyo po ako.
really,
3,
the lady in
2,
blue is
1.
one of the
Happy
staff there.
birthday to
About that later as well.
you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. At syempre, hindi mawawala ang opening remarks ni Sir dahil birthday niya, no? So, sige po. May mga gusto po ba kayong sabihin, Sir, sa ating mga elderly?
Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Hapon na ba? Oo, wala na ako natatandaan sa mga dating mga elderly dito na inabutan ko. Before pandemic ata. Before pandemic pa. Boy pa. Siguro nare-recall ko pa. Pero kasi dati, doon pa tayo sa kabilang ano eh. Oo, doon pa tayo eh. Ngayon, nandito tayo sa maganda. Malaki na to. At saka, mas marami na ata kayo ngayon dito. Medyo, sana makapagsama-sama pa tayo hanggang ilang taon pa. Oo. Sana pipilitin ko na sa susunod na taon, dito ulit. Para makita-kita ulit tayo. Ha? Sige, salamat sa inyo. Sana maging malakas at malusog kayo. Pati na rin ako. para makita-kita pa tayo sa susunod na taon. Magandang hapon ulit sa inyo. Sige.
Si Ma'am, yan.
Nandito po kami para i-celebrate yung birthday ng husband ko. Bumalik po kami, tagal na po kami hindi nakabalik kasi nag-pandemic. Ngayon, nagbalik po kami ulit dahil nakapuso po namin lagi ang Anawim. Kaya po, andito kami ulit, plan po ng husband ko, makabalik next year ulit, nandito kami. Sana po, magkita-kita ulit tayo.
Maraming salamat.
Di ko sa'yo na magwala ka. Ang sa'yo lang ang magpabungla ka. Saka na sa pagdusa. Kahit kailan sa problema. Woo! Wala para magsaya, magsaya. Bigay mo na ang problema. Nalasan sa sumika. Lahat yan roon hanggang umaga. Back into the arms I love. Needed me like you did before. Touch me once again and remember when
And so I face final curtain. My plan, I'll make it clear. I state my case, of which I'm certain. I realize the truth. I travel it, and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regret, I've had a few, but then again, you mention, I'll do what I have to do, and so it's true, without exemption. I think it's such a choice, each couple steps along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Let's go time.
Ang buhay tulad ng isang awit lamang, mayroong simula at may katapusan. Ang araw at gabi, lumulungkot hirang sa mga suliraning pinaglalabanan. Ang ating pagkukunwari sa buhay.
Yeah, so you saw the videos that you've seen is really what started it all. I was invited to partake in the celebration of the 60th birthday of my cousin-in-law, Jun Ong. And it's lo and behold, as I've said in the past, there's no accidents in life, but just it's a divine intervention. So because of that, then I got to witness the beautiful and heartwarming place called Anawim. And what is Anawim? And well, basically, it all started back because it's a small residential facility for the poor and abandoned elderly, founded by Catholic lay preacher Bo Sanchez. I think we're all familiar with Bo Sanchez. And its purpose is to provide a home and a warm embrace to those poor and abandoned elderly who have been rejected by the families and have nowhere else to go. So yun din ang kanilang vision. Yung Anawin wants to become the sanctuary for the abandoned elderly and eventually for other rejected people in our society or the Philippine society. Tapos ang aspirations nila is for to be the leading provider of Christian homes, care, rehabilitation, evangelization, and counseling for the poor and abandoned elderly in the Philippines. And it's just and you'll know more about Anawin, and hopefully once you see this, parang ako I was touched, I was deeply parang nakurot yung puso mo at tinag yung kaluluwa mo that remember how sometimes, like what I said earlier, our focus really is for the kids, and that's what we did with the Little Art Foundation. And I personally was not aware that may mga ganito palang mga foundation, may mga ganito palang organization who's taking care of our elders. Kasi people, especially the Filipinos abroad, we're not familiar with that. Kasi di ba, even in the States, if you notice, if you go to a healthcare facility You seldom see Filipinos because our culture will not allow that. Our culture, we care for our folks, we care for our parents, we care for anybody, relatives that's old. We cannot take them in. But that's the beautiful thing about Filipino culture, that we take care of our elders until they passed on. Now, I was not even aware that may mga rejected or people abandoned elders in the Philippines, and that's why I said to Kaloy and to RC that I would do a show, because this will be an eye opener for all of us, and hopefully this will give you more idea about what Anawim is doing for the abandoned elders in the Philippines, and hopefully it will give you an insight on the challenges that not only the elders are going through as they passed on, but also organization like Anawim. So without much further ado, let me play to you the Anawim orientation, and we'll come back and we'll talk more about it, because they will show you the residential home office, the services, the physical care and rehabilitation, the Medicare, the occupational therapy, productive, spiritual enhancement, counseling, psychology, peer support, and burial services. And those are all part of this service. And you will see how, remember how this elders, before they become elders, they're part of the working society, and you see some of them, they create bracelets, they mags, and other things that they sell also within the facility. And enough said, but let's play the video of the orientation when you come visit this facility, when you go to Anawim, and you could visit and you will be oriented with the things that's happening with the facility, with the things that they do for the facility, the services, the mission, the vision, and what they do and how they do it for the elderly. And without much further ado, let's roll VTR.
Opening prayer. Ginoo dito. Hopefully, huwag naman tayong magkakaroon. Nag-chance para kumanta. Ito, reminders sa kanila. Pero,
iayos natin ito para may tayo mabuksan para sa pagbabasa ko nila.
Sa ngalan ng Ama at ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo.
Father Bernardo PBCI.
Ako'y ganap ng nalugi. Pag nakakakapon ako,
Pabayaan mo wala kahit isa.
Letrang B, 10.
Papa.
Magandang araw muli po sa inyo. In behalf of Anawim Lay Missions Foundation, I would like to thank you for visiting us here in Anawim, taking this time to let the elderly be happy with your presence and feel your love for them. Maraming salamat po, lalo na sa inyong generosity, sa inyong suporta sa aming pag-aalaga sa Anawim. Kami po ay nagdarasal na patuloy kayong biyayaan ng Panginoon upang patuloy nyo rin bigyan ng biyaya ang iba pang mga kapos-palan. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Magandang araw at mabuhay po kayo. God bless po. Thank you.
Wow, what a inspiring video that they have prepared for us. Like what I said, kung hindi kayo na touch sa mga ginagawa ng Anawin, I don't know what else you could possibly do. Ang maganda kasi, like what Carlos or Kaloy Dimson, the director, was saying, it's kahit presensya lang, just your presence. So he is open and inviting RC and Kaloy. They are inviting all of us, especially Filipinos, whether you're in the Philippines or abroad, to come visit them, because the elderlies, they're looking forward to yung presensya, the presence, that they're still part of the society. As you could tell, there's a lot of things going on, because you got to remember, before they become mature and become elders, they were once part of the working society. So you saw in the video, they make rags, and they have bracelets, they have things that they used to do before, and they're still capable of. The only problem really was, hindi sila na-care na-abandon na sila. These are abandoned elderly na kumbaga, sad that I have to say, parang natakwil na sila ng lipunan. But not because they're bad people, it's just like, things do happen for some reasons. But at least now we all know that there is this place. It's heaven on earth for the abandoned elderlies, and that's God's poor, and that's Anawin. And what I did too is, while we're there, not only for the birthday celebration, I was fortunate enough to be able to have some time, quality time with the director Kaloy Dimson, and also the admin si RC. And I prepared an interview for them, and para mas maliwanagan, because the show is alam mo ba, so the intention really is, after watching the show, you would know more about Anawin, you would know yung mga challenges nila, and the interview that I did for them will cover all of that, and we'll show that interview one after the other. So if you have any questions or any doubt in your mind, or anything that maybe is moving you, then the interview would be able to answer that. So let's do the interview, a video, and let's show them now. Johan. Okay, let's talk about Anawi. When did it start po?
Yeah, Anawim started in 1995 when Brother Bo came to this place and saw it beautiful. First, gusto nilang magtayo ng retreat house, but eventually an elderly, suot nga, bago-bagunit, no? talagang poor beggar siya. He decided, together with some missionaries before, decided to, let's take care of him. And that's the start. They took care of the elderly, and they're happy doing it. And so Anawim became Anawim today.
So Anawim po, what does it mean?
Anawim is a Hebrew word which means poor of the Lord, or the Lord's poor.
And it's
Greek ba o Hebrew?
Hebrew word.
and it started in 1992.
It started in 1995.
Oh, 95 po. And then I heard may involvement po si Brother Bo
Brother Bo
Sanchez.
Sanchez is the founder.
Yeah.
He started this endeavor together with some missionaries before in 1995. So yun, doon nag-umpisa ang ano.
Pero the place po has always been here. Dito talaga siya.
This place is donated by, it's a donated lot. Gusto lang nilang tingnan kung pwede magtayo ng retreat house for the Light of Jesus community. This is an organization founded by Brother Bo himself. It's a community of evangelizers, Catholic community. Kaya tinawag siyang Catholic lay preacher. So, and then eventually, yun nga, sabi ko kanina, na may matanda na dumating, wandering, naghahanap ng siguro makakain. And they found it, inaalagaan na nila. Pinaliguan, naalagaan, pinapakain. And then he said this to her missionary friends, na let's take whoever God sent here in this place. And that's it. Anawim is now Anawim because of that word. Na sige, kunin natin yung mga poor individuals na kaya nating alagaan dito. At first, marami silang inalagaan na mga street kids, street children, may mga drug addicts, different clientele. But eventually, when they asked for a permit to the DSWD, the Department of Social Welfare here in the Philippines, sabi ng nag-a-assess, it should have one clientele. Dapat ang alagaan nyo lang ng one clientele lang dito. Kasi kapag kahalo-halo, kaya nyo bang alagaan pag nag-aaway ang matanda at saka bata?
So kailangan na sectoral.
Kailangan ng sectoral. So lahat ng inalagaan nila na hindi, and then they decided to be just elderly. Kasi sila yung list na ang mga bata kasi pag tinrain mo, pwede pang magiging independent. Pero itong matatanda, so they first get the list na ng ikabubuhay mo. So the elderly is placed here. And some of the street kids, meron na sa ibang mga foundation, they put it in a different foundation. May mga mongoloid and Down syndromes. Hindi namin kayang alagaan, wala kaming expertise sa mga ganun. And the only weapon that they have is faith.
Yeah.
Their love to care for these poor people. So when the DSWD said that, they find a place for them na talagang yun yung specialty nito. Yung field of specialization to take care of this Down syndrome, these autistic individuals, and of course the street kids. So dun, at ang natira dito is elderly. So yun, dun nag-umpisa at dun nagtuloy-tuloy until now.
Hello, I am Arsenio Pinohi, the Center Administrator of Anawim Lay Missions Foundation.
So it's RC?
Yeah.
RC, paano ka na-involved? How did you get involved with Anawim?
During the time that I am searching for, because I am a licensed social worker, registered social worker, so it's our mission really to help other people as our profession demands. So during that time, I was in Baguio. I am working with another foundation. Parang naghahanap ako ng another area naman na gusto kong mapuntahan, gusto kong mabigyan ng help also. So during that time, I was searching for another job, and then I came with I got to know about Anawim Donations Foundation, and then during that time, of course, I applied. I didn't know before what is really the mission vision. Although I have in mind what is being done in Anawim, but then I have really don't have the concrete idea of how to go here in Anawim from Baguio to Rodriguez Rizal. So I applied, and then I got the job.
Okay, now it was said na naging parang concentration na is the elderly.
Yeah.
Now, how do you guys get the elderly? Kasi marami ngayon na mga, sabi nga yung mga baby boomers,
Yeah.
di ba? Yan yung parang yung target. Paano nyo sineselect which one would be given the care? And you guys will, kayo ba namimili? O it was mentioned earlier dun sa video na papakita rin namin na there was a selection process through the SWD.
So we here in Anawim, we have criteria for admission, and we also have our process for admission. So let's talk first about the criteria. First and foremost, as mentioned earlier, we are catering to the abandoned elderly. So those elderly who are not given the chance na maalagaan ang kanilang biological family. And then next criteria is that, of course, we cater to elderly, 60 years old and above, who has no communicable diseases. Because actually, Anawim, really, ang mission talaga ng Anawim is to care for those in need. But then we have also our limitations. We are not properly equipped to cater to those with communicable diseases, those with mental illness. So that's our limitation. So we make it sure that we accept elderly with no communicable diseases and no mental illnesses. And then now we are registered by the DSWD, the Department of Social Welfare and Development here in the Philippines, to cater within the Calabar zone, within Region 4. We can also consider actually those from nearby cities, municipalities, on a case-to-case basis. Our priority lang po is from Region 4. And then usually, our process for admission, kapag meron pong nagre-refer, so usually we start the admission process through referral. So may mga group of individuals, group of agency din po minsan who refer elderly here in Anawim. So our pinaka-first process is that we wanted to assess the elderly based on our criteria for admission. So ang ginagawa po natin, pinapadaan po natin sila, nire-refer muna natin sila sa local DSWD, kung nasaan man yung elderly nakatira, para magkaroon po ng proper assessment, dahil sila po yung nakakaalam sa mga constituents nila. And then we need referrals from DSWD to make it sure na meron po tayong documents. Importante din po yung documentation po, na meron tayong mahawakan na yung elderly nga po ay sure na siya i-abandon the elderly.
No, once they are accepted, they are here for life?
Yeah. That's why we are pretty much careful on assessing the elderly. We make it sure na yung deserving abandoned elderly ang ating tinatanggap. Kasi once they are here, of course, nandito na po sila for life. From admission hanggang sila ay kunin yung board, dito po sila. We provide their needs, basic needs, medical needs, and all needs of the elderly. One of our program din actually is to, kasi there are times na during the admission process, hindi natin nakita if may family siya or hindi. So during the time na nandito sila, tinatry po namin din na i-locate kung saan man yung family. So that's one of our service to our elderly.
No, if you locate, for example, there's an elderly under your care, and then you were able to successfully locate the family, so do you release them to them?
Our aim actually is, if possible, to reunite them with their family. But then there are cases po, since they are being abandoned by their family, may cases na nahanap namin yung family. Pero yung family po nila ay ayaw na po talaga silang tanggapin. Hindi na nakipag-cooperate sa kanila. So we encourage them to kahit visit man lang, and then little by little kung talagang pwedeng i-reunite sila, mas maganda po kasi mas maganda pa rin na nasa family sila. And of course, as you have mentioned, yung culture ng Filipino ay yung close family ties, hindi natin culture na mag-iwan ng family. As much as possible, we want to keep our elderly on our care. So, we still value that family. So, yun, there are yung cases lang talaga na no chance to return to their family. Yun po yung nandito sila for life.
Kind of discussed earlier the vision and then why you guys were created. Now, what are the challenges with Anawim?
First, resources. Because we cannot operate without money. We need money to have food for them. So we are basically dependent on donation. So yun yung nakakapagpigil, limitation namin on how many elderly. Marami tayong mga elderly outside na pwedeng tanggapin pasok sa ating requirements. No? But the limitation is really the resources. If we have the resources, kahit na ilan. In fact, I think, if I can remember it right, in 2018, we go up to 98 elderly. Yes, because our vision before is to have 100 in 2020. So we are about 2 na lang. Nakaano na kami in 2018. Ha?
Yes.
So doable, but then when we meet and look at our resources, mukhang alangan.
So these houses that you provide, how many elders per house or can accommodate?
Lahat ng structure dito can accommodate 120. But of course, yung isa doon na 20 bed capacity is being used for some parang isolation siya. Na in case namin yung magulo sa kasi hindi namin sineseparate namin ang problematic sa isang house para hindi maka-istorbo sa kulo. So, meron kaming isolation for 20 bed capacity.
So the maximum is 120.
The maximum is 120, but you can only accommodate 100.
Okay. Aside from financial, can people abroad donate in kind?
Yeah. They can send us donation in kind.
Right. So like rice, food,
anything.
Yeah, anything that mga blankets and all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Meron kaming ginagawa na list of needs ng Anawim. If they want to ask us for the list of needs, we can provide that. In fact, I don't know if we have a website, Facebook, nandun yung mga list of needs.
And could you tell us the website that people can check?
www.anawim.com.ph.
Okay, www.anawim.
Anawim, ANAWIM.com.ph.
And then we could check. And you said the social media, you have Facebook?
We have Facebook, yes. And
Do you have Instagram?
Instagram, wala pa.
Okay.
Coming.
And then you have, of course, website. And your website is?
www.anawim.com.ph.
Okay, so it's same. Okay. Then those are the challenges. Sir, and your position here and your name is?
I'm Kaloy Dimson, the Executive Director.
And then your involvement started when, Kaloy?
I started here in 2007. July 2007. So, lahat ng problema nandiyan.
And then what was that in 2007? And what made you decide to join Anawim?
It started when galing ako abroad. Si Brother Bo. Member ako ng Light of Jesus community at that time. Until now naman. Sabi niya sa akin, babalik ka ba? Sabi ko, hindi na. Dito muna ako sa Pilipinas. Why don't you just go to Anawim and look for some crazy things to do? Crazy. And pagdating ko dito, ang lawak ng lugar. Wala pang structure dito. Ang lawak, konti pa lang structure. Sabi ko, maganda to farming. So we first establish a farm. We have livestock, and then they have this what we call this board meeting, and they called me. Sabi niya, anong pwede mong gawin? Mag-aalaga ng hayop at sa halaman o yung talagang endeavor natin na mag-aalaga ng matanda? So what will you choose? Of course, you choose mo na yung matanda kasi yun ang endeavor talaga. So they involve me in caring for the elderly. And first position is project, mga iba-ibang project involved in different projects. When construction of new structures nandiyan ang tawag nila dun internal project coordinator pa yata yan. Hindi ko na alam kung ano mga position ng pinagagawa. And then nung namatay yung in charge, yung directors, they asked me to be there to be in her position. So I accepted. Ganoon naman tayo.
Yes.
May mission ka at nakita mo na yung kahalagahan ng tinatahap. You have to say just yes. yes. And that's it.
And the rest is history.
Tagal ako. Di ko rin naramdaman na matagal na pala ako dito. So from 2007 up to now, it's been 40 years.
Yes.
And
Wow.
I thank God for it. It's an opportunity actually. Given.
Now, you tell us about costing. I know it's everybody's concern. Magkano po ang nagagastos per elder person?
Yeah. Mga 23,000 to 25,000 pesos a month per elder. So yun yung naka-project sa amin.
And that was 2024.
Yes. End of 2024. So kung may inflation ngayon, baka mag-increase pa rin. So we need at least 21 million a month to cover the expenses of these 65 elderlies na under our care. Our vision is to take care of at least siguro madagdagan ng 80. This 2025, our target is 80 elderly. But because of this problem with finances, talagang nalilimit kami. But still, ano pa yan eh, kaya pa, with of course the help of the people, companies, and so on and so forth, to help us with our resources, our finances. Madaling gumalaw, madaling kumuha ng elderly, but this limit us, the financial aspect. Kaya, yun yung medyo challenge.
Okay, and let's repeat again. Ano po yung website natin?
Anawim, www.anawim.com.ph.
Okay, and that's also your Facebook account.
Our Facebook account. Our Facebook account is Anawim Lay Missions Foundation Incorporated.
Anawim Lay Missions.
Foundation Incorporated.
Okay, and then RC, what's your message to the people of the world?
My message to the people, Anawim is, this is a place where the old people have, what do you call that? Kumbaga, last day of their life, a sanctuary. We want to give a sanctuary for the abandoned elderly here in the Philippines. So we can only do this. We can only help more people, more elderly, kung dahil sa mga tao na tumutulong, naniniwala sa aming mission to give smile to the elderly while nandito pa sila sa mundo. And we can only do this through the help of people, yung naniniwala sa aming mission. They can, if they want to give help, pwede po nila i-visit ang aming website na na-mention. They can visit our Facebook page if they wanted to help. And then, pag nandito naman sa Philippines, they can go here mismo at the center to visit para makita mismo kung ano yung work namin dito sa amin. And then, we encourage the people to please help us fulfill our mission, our vision, the abandoned elderly.
And your message po to the people of the world.
Patulong po. Yeah, like RC has said, di ba, nalilimit kami ng aming yung challenge namin for finances na, augment the operational expense ng amin. So, sa mga, like what RC said, nagdedepende kami sa tulong ng ibang tao na naniniwala talaga sa cause na ginagawa namin. They can just go to our website, our Facebook, and nandun lahat yung information. How to give, how to visit, and how to go here. Mas maganda kung nandito kayo sa Pilipinas, bumisita kayo dito para at least makita nyo mismo kung ano yung ginagawa dito, mapasaya nyo yung matanda, and kayo din masisiyahan. I really challenge people to come. Huwag lang magbigay. Kung nandito kayo, come. Kasi para makita nyo kung ano yung nangyayari. So that mapasaya nyo rin kami. Siyempre, may inspiration kayong dala. Siyempre. And of course, you inspire the elderly. And the elderly will inspire you. Also, if you get the message, their message, so, bakit sila nandito? At kung bakit ang Diyos ay gumawa nito. So here in Anawim, we rely on God's presence. We rely on God's provision, and we rely on people whom He sent. So the people out there, visit Anawim, o kung nasa ibang bansa kayo or somewhere malayo na hindi kayo makapunta, visit our website, visit our Facebook page. God bless you, mga kapatid.
Now you just saw the orientation as well as the interview with the director Kaloy as well as the admin RC. It is really eye-opener rather, for me, people like me, na ang concept ko lang talaga, people who really need help here in the Philippines are the kids, the children. But I have no idea that there are some sectors of society na abandoned. And it is so touching to see that kasi got to remember these old folks used to be part of society. Sabi nga nila, lahat tayo tumatanda, lahat tayo tatanda. And it kind of allowed anyone, including myself, to realize the blessings, how lucky we are to be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor, the hard work, and to have family. That's why it was such akala nga nung kasinunlo ko that he was giving gifts, but he didn't realize that people like me, that was a gift that he gave me at that particular day, to be able to experience Anawim and to get to know more about the place. That's why I was really moved. That's why I told Kaloy as well as RC that I will do a show so I could share it to the world as well. Tapos sabi ni Gilda Cooper, a friend of mine from Carson, California, my late Science Scholastica classmate, Chikiamko, used to manage Halloween 6 years ago. We supported her with some donations. Yan, Gilda, baka naman. If you supported it before, maybe we could talk about supporting them again. Cash donations or any in-kind, or even when you come here visit, that would be a lot of big thing now for them. Just to let you guys know, going to that place, to Anawim, is not a walk in the park. It was maalikabok. The road was not paved, and it's really rough road. But it's the oasis. Pag yung lahat nung hardship to go there or to get there, mawawala yan once you see the smile in the early phases, yung mga tuwa nila, yung kanilang laugh at yung kanilang longing that somebody's visiting them. They want your company, they want your presence, and they want to know that they're still part of society, that people like you and I, we still care about them and we appreciate them of what they have done. It was just unfortunate that they were abandoned by their family or neglected, pero that doesn't mean there's no hope. Your presence, kung sabi nga nila, if you cannot help, at least go visit them. Sabi nga ni Director Aloy, come visit. So at least kung like in my case, I was touched, I was moved, and in my own little way, I was changed the way I looked. Parang nag-iba pa rin yung appreciation ko sa mundo. And I think you would have that as well when you experience Anawim. Tapos sabi ni Connie Asuncion is watching from Project 7. Sabi niya, hello Josh. Sabi ni Gilda, added niya is bless their heart. Yes, with all the volunteers and all that. Tapos sabi ni Connie, hi ma'am Arsenia or RC. Si Don Duque of Hagibis USA. Hey you guys are having a tour, a US tour. Baka naman, kung inyong part of the proceed you could donate for Anawim, kasi these are the folks, the neglected elderlies of the society. Si Edita Ocampo, sabi niya, good afternoon Kuya Josh, as I watch here in Tarlac City. Oh Edita, let's maybe I could swing by. I'll go to Manawag next week. So let me know how to get in touch with you, and maybe we could have coffee on the way back from Manawag, Pangasinan. Sabi ni Edita Ocampo, hi, nice feature for our love of the poor and abandoned elderly at Anawim. I was gifted with a book by Dean Ke at UST CFAD, CFAD. Okay, tapos si Jessa de Chavez Borlasa is watching us from Liliw, Laguna. Good afternoon po, pare Jush Andowitt. Tapos sabi ni Cesar Ong, the birthday celebrant, and by the way, belated happy birthday, June 9. Sabi niya, nice, thanks kuya. Tapos si Willie is watching as well. Nice, si Ems is watching. Sino pa? Desi Santos is watching as well. Carmi Santos Ong, hello. Website, ayan, si Edita. The website, for if you want to know more about Anawim and how you could help, how could you be a contributing person to them or make a difference in people's lives, it's www.anawim.com, diba? Anawim, galing. Tapos yung FB nila is ito. Yo, may mga pumapasok dito na nag-advertise. I think we could block them. Hindi ko rin mabasa it's in a foreign language. Ako, nagiging popular na talaga. pati mga ibang lahi pumapasok na sa website natin. Okay, teka, meron pa. Sabi ni, more power to your show. Thanks, Connie. Catherine Cruz, watching with you. Catherine Cruz is the lovely wife. Madam Catherine Cruz is the lovely wife of the Consul General of Los Angeles, Adelio Cruz. So happy viewing tayo, Catherine. And she's watching from Los Angeles, California. Si Arsenia or RC, sabi niya, thank you so much, Sir Josh, for featuring Anawim. It is an honor to be part of your advocacy. God bless you. God bless us all, RC. It was really a pleasure as well that pinaunlakan mo itong interview kayo ni Director Kaloy. And I know that this is not going to be the last that you and I will be talking, and there's things for us to talk about. Sabi ni Edita, wow, thanks. I guess you're talking about me having coffee with you, right, Edita? So the whole show was really, what a way. I was thinking kasi that 2025 should be more of service, of not only that the show would interview people, celebrities, as well as services, businesses, and people who are trying to make a difference, raising Philippine flag, but it's also companies or foundations or organizations like Anawim, where it will be an eye-opener for all of us. One, that we are so blessed to be with our families, and we are so blessed to be gifted with some wealth that we could share. But I think ang maganda po niyan, whatever share you could do of your treasures that we that was given to you. I always tell people nga kung ano yung hawak mong yaman sa iyo, be be cautious that you need to share those kasi tayo ay ingat yaman. We are just the caretakers of God's gift, and it's important that we know who to help, where to help, and how to help. It is important, like itong Anawim, imagine 21,000 per month per elder. Sabi nga ni Director Kaloy, 21 million ang nagagastos nila. Di ba? I mean, the money needed to sustain organizations like theirs. And of course, whatever is in your heart, it could be a monetary donation or in kind, anything, yung mga things na you think this is not valuable, mga wheelchairs, hospital beds, walkers, those are things that maybe you could talk to RC or to Director Kaloy, anything that you could think of, sacks of rice and all that. So the way to look at it again is on their website, which is www.anawim.com.ph. Ang dali pong tandaan. So there's ang maganda kasi and my last few words would be, it is like a self-contained community where hindi lang care ang binibigay, but they are made to understand and to feel that presence, that they are still valuable to society. It's a home for God's poor, na even though they might have been abandoned by their families or neglected by their families, at least they know for a fact that there is a sanctuary, a little sanctuary somewhere in Rizal, in San Isidro, Rodriguez Rizal, that they could go to. And of course, RC already mentioned about how you could be part of that when as far as selection of the elderly, how they could avail of that. And they work closely with DSWD. And of course, there's some criteria that needs to be followed. At the same time, they accept elderly from 60 years old until they passed on. And you saw that was I was taken by that once you get there, they would care for you until you pass on in this life. And you saw that so there's this part in the video when they're cleaning some tombs, 'di ba, yung mga libingan, and these are the elderly na talagang hindi man napansin. And off cam we were talking that sometimes there's some elderly na nahanap nila yung relatives, but the relatives will not even visit them. Diba how painful can that be? That the relatives know for a fact na naandun sila, nasa Anawim, pero they would not even visit them. And then even when they passed on, they would not even take time to go and see them for the last time. And that, to me, it's so heartbreaking. To me, that is the hardest part for an elder person to know that, to find out na parang talagang totally they do not matter anymore in their families' lives. And I think hopefully you guys are moved by our show today. Again, I apologize for the late start because we have some technical difficulty, but at least please do share the show today. You have shared and replayed the show in the past. This is one show that I really am asking you and requesting you to share the show, because it is important for all of us, not only Filipinos here in the Philippines would watch or can watch, but also we need to be informed of a place like Anawim, because they are making a difference in the abandoned and poor elderlies neglected by society. So yun ang aking request. And also, if you were moved by the show, please do reach out to them, www.anawim.com.ph. anawim.com.ph. A visit would not cost you anything. I think, like what I said from the very start, the presence, the closeness that this elderly would know that they still matters, na may saysay pa rin ang buhay nila. That although you are not their immediate family, but they know that you are there. They are so longing for people to visit them. They enjoyed it. As a matter of fact, when June Ong decided to do the 60th birthday there, they offered songs for June. They offered. They were so happy, not because of the goodies that June brought with them, Ong's family brought with them, but seeing the happy faces. And they were singing. They're offering songs for the celebrant. It's just it brings back hope to society, na to humankind, that there's goodness in the world with all the noise that we're hearing, with all the pandemic. Seeing them, the donors, the celebrants, the families being together in one place, the staff, the director, the administrator, celebrating life, gives hope that there's hope in mankind, that there's still a twitch, a light of hope, na hindi pa naman talaga tayo ganun kasama as a nation. But yun lang, that's what I would like to share with everyone, na if you could rewatch, especially yung mga dumating ng late, this is a very, very good show that we cover Anawim, the home of the God's poor. Sabi niya, si Jerisa is watching. Jerisa is watching, and she missed that yung when we went up there. Good afternoon, Kuya Josh. Tapos si Mina was watching too. Teka, nakita ko siya. Si Mina Morong is watching as well. So, teka, meron dito pa. Hanapin ko dito before we... And then, si Mina Del Rosario Morong is watching. Luz Femina, and hello to your son. And then si Luz Femina Marasigan is watching as well. Luz, I'll be going to see you, hopefully, this coming week. And I'll text you first, so you and Luz, you and I, as well as Eddie, can get together, okay? And we'll talk more about stuff. So for now, I am gonna sign off now. It's been a long show for us. Again, I apologize profusely, apologizing for the late start, but hopefully you are touched and moved by our show. And hopefully you get to know more. Alam mo ba na mas marami ka ng alam about Anawim, na natuklasan mo that there is this place on earth. There is a place on earth. There's a place in the Philippines. There's an oasis in Rizal that caters to the abandoned elderly, the neglected elderlies of their families, that they cater. But also remember that it costs money to be able to do that, to provide this service. And I am asking you, requesting you to open your hearts, to feel that if you are blessed enough, please do share, because tatanda rin tayo lahat. And luckily, hopefully, we don't go through that situation where our families would abandon us or will not give us the time of day. Hopefully, we will not, or you will not, experience the way they experience. That's why it is so timely. What a way to start the new year, to be a giving person, to be a giving individual, to share all the wealth, the blessings, as well as the treasures entrusted to you by the Lord, by Jesus, by God the Father, and whoever you adore, you venerate, you respect. These are little baby steps you could do. And I encourage you, like what Director Kaloy was saying, as well as RC, visit them, see it for yourself, experience what I experienced, feel the longing, and feel the love that the staff, the officers, and the visitors are trying to give the elderlies just to make them comfortable, as well as to make them feel that they are still part of society and they're well appreciated. And with that, maraming salamat po uli for allowing us to share Anawim with you today. And again, maraming salamat as always for ever supporting our show. This show is not my show, but it is our show, because without you, our audience, the listeners and the viewers, as well as the people who are taking time to share the shows on a weekly basis, maraming salamat po. What a way to start a year. What a way to start the new year. And let's start it with, and make it the year of love, year of forgiveness, year of giving, year of sharing. And with that, as always, every time I close a show, teka, sabi ni Cesar Ong, parang ang bilis ng show mo, kuya, kulang ang oras. Parang kakaumpisa mo pa lang, patapos na agad. Maraming salamat again for the invite, for allowing me to be part of the team of the guests who experienced this lovely gift. Again, maraming salamat, June, for allowing me to be part and for inviting me to Anawim, so I was able to see it for myself. I went there with tabula rasa, wala, blank space lang ang alam ko. I just read about it, but to experience it is already a gift, more than you would ever know. And to end, as always, I always remind people that be kind. You can never go wrong with kindness. And any act of kindness or any act of goodness you do to others, it is already a guarantee it will come back to you in so many ways, in different times, in different situations. And that is already a guarantee. And try it. You will experience the same thing that other people, including myself, have experienced. And with that, maraming salamat po. For our end credit, we will show you pictures that were taken, and you'll see some of the individuals, though, not the elderlies, but the people who visited. And again, belated happy birthday to June, or Cesar June Ong Jr. And maraming salamat for tuning in, and happy 60th birthday, and welcome to the world of senior citizen. Goodbye, everybody. Just stay tuned. There's pictures coming up. Goodbye, and see you tomorrow for a brand new show on Dear Kuya Josh. And it's going to be at 10 p.m. Pacific, as well as 2 p.m. here in the US. Here we go. Let's go.
Opening prayer. Dino. Hopefully, huwag naman tayong magtatampo.
Just like a friend from back home. This is your Filipino radio experience in Las Vegas. PHLV Radio.